Our oil of the day today is Serenity, and we're also going to include our new Serenity Restful Complex. So I will tell you in detail about both of these things and how cool they are and why you really need them. So Serenity was actually one of the very first oils that I used. And the reason why I used it was because I had kids who needed to calm down a little bit. And I would say myself as well. So what I did with Serenity when I first used it was I was told that Serenity combined with an oil called Balance were really, really good for calming. Now, I probably could have used Serenity or Balance by itself, but the two combined together just work really, really well. I had some friends who had some children who had some, let's see, how could I say this? They were a little out of control. Is that a good way? And their brain was just all over the place. They could not focus. And these two kids were just having a difficult time. And these were the two things that I used on them. Now, my kids sometimes at night needed to calm down a little bit, but they weren't to the point of not being able to focus and do all of the things that they needed to do. These two together work really, really well for that. And when I used this on those children, amazing, amazing results. Let me share with you a little story. There was a little boy who came to our house, and the mother told me that they had just come from the doctor a few days ago and that he had actually been diagnosed with something that was pretty severe. He had a hard time focusing. He had a hard time paying attention. He didn't like playing with other children. He kind of did his own thing. Very, very smart, very, very brilliant, but did not stay still. Didn't like people holding him either. So this was just one of those things that children get when they're younger. He was about 4 years old. And when she brought him to my house, she said, "Diane, I'm just warning you, this might be difficult because he doesn't stay still," and kind of gave me all of those same things. And I thought, it's okay, bring him over anyways. So she brought him over. And she was right. It was kind of like a little Tasmanian devil. He kind of was all over the place. And he was a very cute little boy, but man, he did not want to stay still. He knocked down the plant, knocked down my little boy, had toys all over the place. And so I said to the mother, "Do you mind if I put the oils on him?" She goes, "He won't let you." I said, "Okay, let's see what I can do." So I actually went over to him, and this is what I did. I opened up both the bottles, and I said, "Well, you want to smell something?" And he let me do it. So I just put the little oils in front of him. I said, "Do you like the smell?" And he smelled both of them. I said, "Ooh, take a really deep, deep breath." And he did. He smelled them really, really strong together. And then after a while, I said, "You know what? I love to give foot rubs. You want a foot rub?" And he let me do it. So I took off his little shoes and socks, and I just sat there and I kind of rubbed his feet a little bit. And I put about 2 drops of each on each of his feet. And he let me do it. Now, he still squirmed around a little bit and was kind of all over the place, but he let me do it. And here's what happened afterwards. This little boy, sorry, this gets me really emotional when I talk about it because of the drastic difference this little boy had. He actually came over to the table, and I had gotten some puzzles out, and I put them on the table, and I said, "Do you want to come do a puzzle?" And he said, "Sure." So he came over, and he dumped that puzzle out as fast as he could, and he slowly put them into the places where they went. And then he got a little bit calmer. He dumped it over again, and again he put the puzzles back into its piece. The mother came over to me, and she sat next to me, and she said, "I've never seen him do that before." I said, "Really?" She said, "No, he doesn't sit still and do those things." So that was amazing. Here's what happened next. The mother came and sat next to him in her own little chair, and he said, "Hi, Mom." And she kind of helped him do the puzzle a little bit, and then this little boy came and sat on his mother's lap, and they did the puzzle together. And she looked up at me and said, "I don't hold him. He doesn't let me hold him." So the chance for her to actually sit there with that little boy, put him on her lap, and do that puzzle together was actually kind of a little miracle for her. And she told me afterwards, "I don't know what you put on him, but I want a gallon of it." So that is my story that I've had using this oil combined with Balance. So let me tell you exactly what's in this oil and why it worked so well, okay? So altogether, Serenity is a combination of all calming oils. And we've actually updated this oil right now, so we even have more oils in it that are calming. So the original amount that we put in it has been added, not amount, but different oils that we put in have been added. And the new things that we've added to it are actually going to be, let's see, I wrote them on down here, cedarwood, hoe wood, and vetiver. Those are the 3 oils that have been added to this. And it was amazing before. Can you imagine how much more amazing it's going to be? Vetiver is very, very calming. It has a little bit different flavor than what we're used to from before, but I love it. Still smells just as good. Now, some things that you can use this for is sleeplessness. So if at nighttime you're having a hard time getting to bed, not trying to, your eyes are not closing, what this really does is it's kind of goes like this. If your brain is all over the place, kind of just helps your brain calm down and help it connect so that you can just kind of go to sleep. That's what this does. Helps you relax. It also helps for me, my nervous system, my children's nervous system, if they just feel a little bit jittery, if they're a little bit afraid at night, something that just can't calm them, excellent for that. And what you would want to do is rub it on their feet. What I do, I will show you exactly what I do, because I do this every single night. I will actually take Serenity oil, I'll drop it in my hand, and then I'll take the balance and drop it in my hand. I rub it together, breathe it in, I'm going to swipe it underneath my nose just so I can keep smelling it, right? And then I will put it on the back of my neck. Now, many, many times I will add vetiver oil to that as well, but I don't need to anymore because it's in the Serenity. Isn't that awesome? So those two together, that's what I do every single night, and I will also swipe that on my kids. Every once in a while, I will get some Epsom salt, and I will put 2 to 3 drops of the Serenity in that Epsom salt, and I'll just kind of put it in my hand, sometimes in a cup. I'll put that in the bathtub. And that Epsom salt is what helps keep the oil in the salt so it doesn't come to the top of the water. And that is a very relaxing, calming bath. So love, love, love my Serenity oil. Now we have the new Serenity Restful Complex, and I'm so excited. So this is not just oil. There are several things other in it. Let me show you. I'll open it up so you can kind of see in here. You can see there's some oil in there, but there's also some other things in there. See that it's not clear, a little bit cloudy. So what's in there actually I have on here is, let's see, L-theanine. And I'm not exactly sure if I'm saying that right, but also have lemon balm, passion flower, and chamomile. And that all helps promote a very relaxing sleep. So this is excellent for that. So this is what I would recommend you do. First, do what I just did with these 2 oils. Put them on, breathe them in, put on the back of your neck, and then take 2 of these gels at nighttime. You will sleep excellent. I've done it for the past 3 nights, no issues. And the great thing is, no side effects. You're not going to wake up feeling groggy. It's not going to be something your body's going to be addicted to. It's all natural. Nothing in it is there anything that's going to hurt you. It's a dietary supplement. So there are 60 soft gels in here, and the actual price of this is $19.50. So it depends on how many you use in a month. If you use it every single day, this would last you a month. The Serenity oil is actually $30. These are all at wholesale. So if that's something you feel like you need, add it to your order. You're going to absolutely love these. I think it'll change your life, help your brain calm down. Whatever is going on in your brain will just, like I said, go like that. Awesome. Okay, have a great day. Thanks, everybody.